Magandang araw mga kabayan. Ito po muli si Engineer Alejandro, isang OFW, ang inyong stock tambay. Muli handang magbahagi ng kwentong kalakal at kuro-kuro mula sa Philippine Stock Exchange. Kung bago ka pa lamang sa akin channel, huwag kalimutan mag-like, subscribe, share, at pindutin ang notification bell para updated ka sa bagong videos na aking i-upload. Okay, so let's get started. Our update for end of this week, April 16 or April 18, 2025. So PSCI opens at 6,175.06 and went as low as 6,121.26. It went as high as 6,178.08 and closes at 6,134.62, which is negative 0.83% lower or minus 0.51.48 points. Okay, so basically tingnan natin yung ating technicals, guys. As we all know, ito yung sole basis natin para magkaroon tayo ng desisyon on how to make a position on a specific stock. So PSCI, tingnan natin ano nangyari sa kanya. So almost the entire week nag-bounce siya, but then before closing of this week medyo nag-red siya, no? Bumawi. So most likely may mga sellers, nag-prevail yung ilang sellers, but basically as what we have discussed previously, ang assessment natin sa kanya is nag-bottom siya dyan and currently consolidation yung ating expected sa area na to, na? Okay, so halos nag-bounce siya, then medyo nauntog sa portion na to at this area, but then titingnan natin ngayon by next week if magtutuloy-tuloy ba yan, and we'll try to reattempt to break this level of resistance. Now kung titingnan natin yung MACD, previously projecting upward na siya although below zero level, but because of this bounce projecting upward, and hopefully makita natin kung magtuloy-tuloy siya, and as I've said, we'll reattempt to try to break this level of resistance, no? Medyo maiksi yung ating week, so we just have to make our review very quick. So currently nag-bounce siya, but then struggling siya to break past this moving averages, but then kung titingnan natin to, medyo consolidation pa siya ngayon, but after consolidation, alam naman natin, since we are using technical analysis, most likely either it will go down or break the resistance level and move upward. Okay, so continue monitoring tayo dito, guys, if finally magkakaroon na siya ng kanyang upward movement. Dito nagkaroon ng konting upward higher low, kaya lang nagkaroon ng selling because of the news about tariff, no? And just to remind everyone na ang ating sole basis ng ating video is all about technical analysis. So basically, what is technical analysis? Ito yung method of evaluating statistical trends in trading activity, typically involving price movement and volume. So it is used to identify trading and investment opportunity. So doon tayo kumukuha ng pagdidesisyon base sa mga past movement ng ating stock. So tinitingnan natin kung anong trend, and we are since recurring yung movement nito, we are anticipating some specific levels, support and resistance, at doon tayo nagde-decide where to put our position and to give away or sell our position, no? Okay, so unlike fundamental analysis, technical analysis focuses on price and volume to draw conclusion about future price movement. So mathematically, nagbabase tayo sa chart. In layman's terms, pagka kasi nakita natin that the chart is already projecting downward, then ang interpretation natin sa kanya is it will continue going down until mahanap niya yung kanyang bottom or tinatawag na support level. And after that downtrend, usually ang sumusunod sa kanya is consolidation once mahanap na yung kanyang bottom. Then after the consolidation, the next on the cycle is upward trend, no? Then ganun lang yon, upward, magpipick, downward trend, then magbo-bottom, then will go upward again. So recurring lang na. Then okay, so I think we already saw the moving averages. Kikita natin once mag-position na, alignment of stars ang tawag doon. So if everything aligns, all indicators are aligned already, then we can clearly say na mako-confirm na natin yung kanyang mga yung kanyang trend na tinitingnan natin. Okay, so let's move forward to our first individual stock, which is Ayala Corporation. So the usual stocks, guys, na binabasa natin at minomonitor. Ayala Corporation, as we have said always, na reflection ito or mirror image ito, mga big cap stocks na to ng ating index. So basically, andyan yan sa consolidation or sideways movement. Okay, so ito yung kanyang resistance, support, then this is the resistance. So nagbabounce lang siya dyan, and once magkaroon ng firm or strength to break or attempt to break the level of resistance, then that is the only time we will confirm the shift of trend, no? So basically, sideways pa din siya. Tingnan natin yung MACD, projecting upward but below zero level. So we cannot do anything right now kasi hindi pa siya conclusive, no? So we will stay on the sideway for this specific stock and watch until makakita tayo ng maganda-ganda at malinaw na signal. So moving averages, same pa rin dun sa index, magkakadikit sila, but then 100 and 200 day moving averages are still above that our candles na. Okay, and still projecting sideways, but may possibility na mag-downward trend pa rin up to the level of support, most likely. Okay, let's move forward. Ayala Land natin, ano nangyari sa kanya? So same din, from downtrend nag-sideways siya, and ito yung tinitingnan nating consolidation level niya. So consolidation level niya, ito, kung tawagin nila to double top. So titingnan natin kung may attempt niya ng ma-break yan. However, the nearest resistance next to that are this area. Okay, merong resistance dito, but then another resistance hindi malayo dun sa kanya where wherein nag-bounce yung ating upward movement at hindi niya kinaya. But then, higher low naman yung formation. So, how about the MACD? MACD is already above 0 and projecting upward. So, supported naman to ng buyback program, and yung volume, in terms of volume, palaging meron siya, no? Okay? So, moving averages, okay. So, above na siya dun sa ating apat na moving averages, but still below 100 and 200 MA. However, projecting upward na siya. So, medyo may pag-asa na to na masasabi natin most likely before end of the first half, definitely baka umaakyat na to dahan-dahan, ano? That's why I said in my previous videos na kung nagsa-sideways siya and you think my projection is correct, then you have to start piling up already kasi higher low na yan, and yung MACD natin is already above 0 and projecting upward. Okay, in short term may most likely magkaroon ng konting mga profit taking, but then yung insider o yung buyback program is nakasuporta naman sa kanya, and pag na-break niya ito, I believe before the end of the year mag-re-attempt ulit mag-break yan dito, or last quarter of the year. So 38, kung nandito tayo sa 23 at 38, almost double yung ini-expect dyan, ano? Okay, so let's move forward to our next stock, which is BDO. BDO, ano bang kanyang movement? So, still upward. Nasa uptrend pa rin siya. And yung kanyang, sabihin na natin sideways, no? Andito kasi yan eh. So, let us say na malapit siya dun sa ating historical high. Only a matter of time to re-attempt again. And then, marami kasing naka-ano rito long term siguro. Moving averages above 0 and already projecting again upward. So, positive na siya. Although, nasa uptrend na yan, careful lang tayo kasi nasa taas na yung kanyang level. No? Pero bullish naman siya. Ayan, above MA na siya. And tapos na yung ating dead cross dyan. So, asan yung dead cross natin? Ito. Nag-ano na siya. Golden cross na siya. Oh. Nag-cross na yung 200 tsaka 50 MA. Okay? So, we expect na magre-re-attempt siya to break this historical level. Then, next natin is ang ating paborito, ang bida-bidang si Jollibee. Jollibee, kita mo, bumagsak, but then nag-recover agad. Kasi maganda ito, stock na to, tsaka maraing naka-long term dito. So, opportunity yan. Nung bumaba, magtakin mo 280, tapos bumaba ng almost 200. So, ang upside mo dyan is hanggang dito, 80. Which is almost 50%. And to think na nasa upward movement siya, most likely baka mag-re-attempt to break this level pa rin siya, no? Especially election period. Palagi namang maraming kumakain dito, even during a regular period, lalo na ngayon, election period. So, mas malaki ang magiging nito, income for this year. So, let us take a look at the MACD, cross up, below 0 level. So, opportunity na yan. Kung medyo nagdududa ka, hintayin mo ulit na mag-retrace ng konti bago ka pumasok. Then, moving averages natin below. So, wait and see ka muna. Or kung gusto mo nang pumasok at inantay mo sa retracement, then kung long term or to medium investor ka dyan, panalo pa rin yan si Jollibee. At lagi namang bida ang saya niya kay Jollibee. Okay, so next is punta tayo sa Converge. Converge, medyo maganda na. Breakout na siya doon sa previous high. Previously, nakakuha tayo dito sa average natin ng 11. So, basically, ang taas na niya. Kaya lang, medyo binitawan natin yan dito. However, dito nag-consolidate siya guys. Matagal nag-consolidate dito yung bago nag-breakout. Okay? Consolidation area. So, kung makikita mo, kung trend follower ka or momentum trader, dito yan. First, breakout. Dito. And then, another one. Then, another consolidation. So, mahaba palalakbay yan. And, maganda naman yung performance ni Converge in terms of profitability, growing siya, growing. So, MACD projecting above, about to cross up, and already above zero. Nagpahinga lang yan. Masarap sana sakyan yung mga yan So, moving averages, very bullish siya. Dikit-dikit to. So, tinitingnan natin to hanggang madali niyang ma-break yan. 20. Then another resistance niyan 20 to 21, and then here 24. Dito siguro around 27 medyo mag-struggle na yan, pero I think it will continue to go up kasi kailan lang yan umpisa. So sa long-term investor, beneficial to Converge. Okay, so let's move forward. Let us expect na mag-break at napakaganda ng kanyang indicators. Next is ang ating paboritong bantayan, si JGS. JGS, tingnan nyo guys, napakalalim na yan. From the highest or historical high of 90, bumagsak ng ganun kababa. So, fundamentally speaking, very cheap na yan. So, recommended na rin yan ng ating mga broker. And currently, dito yung kanyang consolidation area. Now, yung ating MACD is still below zero. And hintayin natin mag-project upward. Actually, nag-project upward na yan, pero bumaba ulit zero kasi na-unclog. So, but I think masyado na mababa yan, and if you are going to enter and try to can be patient to wait, malaki ang magiging upside. So 16, sabihin na natin 16 sa 30 is nakadoble ka na, and then another one, malay mo mapit ka pa dito 50. Ang laki ng upside nito in the long term, So, tingnan natin yung kanyang moving averages. Definitely nasa baba pa rin yan. Ayan, below. So, still struggling to gather strength, pero ang tagal na yan. Malakas siya pagka umakyat. Trust me. Kasi once mag-project upward na yan, sabay-sabay papasok dyan ng mga investor, then definitely makakabuo ng momentum yan. Maybe before middle of this year or before end of second quarter, Okay, so let's move forward to our next stock, which is GTCAP. Basically, support resistance lang naman ang ating tinitingnan and then yung trend. Okay? So, GT cap, okay. So, nagbasag na naman si GT cap. So, dati tinitingnan natin yung bottom niya and consolidation area dito lang. However, ayun, nagbutas. So, since nagbutas siya, usog mo na yan. Sama mo na yan sa consolidation. Then, MACD below 0. So, wala pa tayo masyado expect dyan until such time na mahanap na niya yung bottom niya. So, moving averages still below 0 kasi dito nagkaroon ng dead cross yan. Ano? Since nag-dead cross yan, hintayin mo muna mag-project upward ulit at makahanap ng ma-reverse niya yung dead cross niya into a golden cross. Okay? So, right now, GT cap, wait and see muna tayo dyan. Next is ating Metrobank. Okay, so Metrobank, ano nangyari sa kanya? Nag-gap down, I believe, because of the X-date. But still, on the upward trend. No? Still on the upward trend ang Metrobank in the long term. Okay, dyan pa yan. Since pag niliitan mo naman yung kanyang time frame, dito muna tingnan. So, dapat hindi siya bababa dito sa level na to. However, nagkaroon na siya ng higher low. Pero kung masustain niya itong level na to, then we expect to continue its uptrend. Okay? MACD below 0 level, so hintayin niya na makarecover siya and makagather ng strength before mag-project ulit upward. And moving averages, ayun, struggling siya rito. Parang dead cross yata ito. Dead cross dito. So, wait and see ka muna dyan. May dead cross yan. Tingnan natin kung makarecover. Pagka umakyat na yan, di pa rin natin sigurado. We have to reassess our evaluation. Okay? Next is, last but not the least, yung ating SMPH, property stocks. Ganun din, SMPH. Okay, so SMPH, kung nakakuha ka dito, dapat nakapagbenta ka na. Then, nag-downward trend and until now, hindi pa rin nahahanap ang bottom. Although, tingnan natin kung ito yung bottom niya. So, dito na lang natin ilagay yung consolidation. Medyo mahaba, malapad. Kaya lang kasi hindi pa natin mabasa yan ng maayos eh. Tingnan natin, how about the MACD? Still below 0. Kaya natin mag-project upward. SMPH. Moving averages, okay, so still below. So struggling siya, no? Wait and see ka lang muna. Yun lang magagawa natin sa ngayong price, no? Hindi pa conclusive yung ating magiging position dito kung papasukin natin. However, kung long-term investor ka, tinutulak ba siya? Hindi. Tingnan mo muna kung nahanap niya na yung bottom para sigurado. Okay? And sige guys, isingit natin ito home. No? Tingnan natin. I believe itong home is already long overdue. Tingnan nyo naman yung itsura. Ngayon, kung matagal ka na sa market at alam mong basahin kung ano ang mga stocks usually na nagkakaroon ng momentum is may potential to guys, no? So home, if we will become right about our assessment or anticipation, ito yung kanyang consolidation. If this is the level of or zone of resist or support, then may potential breakout tayo dahil kailan yan? February. Actually, yung consolidation kung hindi yan bumagsak dito pa sa level na to, yung consolidate na yan. Tingnan natin kung susuportahan ito ng ating mga investor. Moving averages medyo positive na, above 0 and projecting upward. MACD. Then moving averages, ang ganda niya guys nung movement. Parang ito kagaya rin ng ang pumitik si si Mary Mart because of the FOO ba o share swap, according to our idol vlogger na si Palaboy Trader. By the way, mention ulit natin si Idol Marvin Guermo, yan ang ating pinaka sinubaybayan at dyan tayo natuto ng ibang mga knowledge about technical sa kakapanood and supporting him always in his videos and his encouraging words. So basically, yun lang muna guys. Try to study and analyze before you buy or sell your position in the market, because if you want to be successful, you have to focus on one strategy and not try to shift right away, kasi pagka paiba-iba ka na strategy, most likely hindi ka stable and yung mindset mo hindi stable. So definitely mas malaki yung chances natin na hindi makasucceed. But then kung you are just using one strategy and nag-work ito, then basically you just have to continue using that one kung napatunayan mo na nag-work. So it's about being consistent, para ka kumita dito sa market. And I guess that's it for this week. Enjoy na lang dun sa bakasyon and fasting tayo. Actually, fasting tayo pala ngayon, And kita-kita ulit tayo by next week. And see you all guys. Have a nice weekend and see you. Bye-bye. At yan ang kabuuan ng ating update for this week. Kung kayo merong stocks na nice ninyo may sama sa ating susunod na review, ay maaari po kayo magpadala ng mensahe sa aking YouTube channel na OFW Average Trader. Pwede rin pong ipadala ang inyong mensahe sa aking email address na nakalagay sa description box. Maaari din po kayo mag-send ng message sa aking Twitter o kaya sa aking Facebook page na Engineer Alejandro Magno. Take the opportunity while it is offered free. There is no secret to success. We just have to keep going and work harder. We will only lose a battle the moment we stop trying and believing. At dyan po nagtatapos ang ating video sa linggong ito. Huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe, paki-like na din po at i-share na rin ang aking channel sa inyong mga kaibigan, kapamilya, o sa iba pa nating kababayan na naghahanap ng passive income. Hanggang dito na lang po at magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Hanggang sa muli mga kabayan. Ciao!